2025 Budapest Whisky Show, where I had the chance to explore a world of remarkable whiskies, and I was able to talk with people from a few of my favorite brands. Here in the heart of Europe, people have gathered in the elegant Hotel Intercontinental for the celebration of craftsmanship and passion that brings people together here in my hometown year after year. So join me on the journey of finding this year's best whiskey, and where else would I start if not at Glenalachie? What do you do at Glenalachie?
So I am the European sales manager for the brand, and I look after Hungary as well, where we are just now.
Okay. How is it different from all the other whiskey brands, on Space side?
Every distillery is different. Every distillery tells a different story, and it's the beauty of Scotch whiskey. Even if you have a distillery literally right beside you, using the same malting, the same water source, you're making a different whiskey. It's the people, it's the area, and for Glenalachie is very much all of the above. Was one of these distilleries that was hidden away because it was part of the one of the big brands, which is Pernod Ricard, and always part of Chivas or Ballantine, one of these big blends. So when Billy had the opportunity to buy Glenalachie, he sort of took a leap of faith, but in a controlled way, because he knew he tasted Glenalachie before, and it was a great liquid, and he had the opportunity to develop a completely new whiskey that didn't have any history before then. So I think that, especially for the Mi-Culture, that comes with, something completely new, as in we're making a heavily peated whiskey in Speyside, which is, very difficult to comprehend for some people, but it's glorious, and it's a great sort of way of experimenting with a distillery that is done for 50 plus years only unpeated whiskey, and then decided, well, actually, we can do this. We can sort of explore, and we're delivering one of the peatiest whiskey probably in the world right now.
Yeah, probably. Was it a big risk, deciding to make a peated whiskey at Speyside?
I mean, not if you have done it before. Billy had done it with pretty much every single distillery that he worked with. Talking about Glenglassaugh, Benriach, Glendronach, Tobermory, even Deanston has done probably some peated ones. So it was something that he really had in his core, and he did well before. But he didn't want to stay within the same comfort level this time. He decided to go big. So we're using 95 ppm malted barley. So it's higher than most style of whiskies.
What are some of your favorite releases under the Glenalachie name and under the Mi-Culture name?
So I'll start with Mi-Culture since we are in the chat.
Okay.
My favorite one is definitely the Chinkapin, without talking about the Turbo, which is our limited edition. But the Chinkapin is this sort of spicy, complex, and very different smokiness overall. That is just unbelievable. It's actually one of the reasons that I decided to join Glenalachie. And for Glenalachie, we have a lot of different releases. Probably one of my favorite one of this year is the new Sintage. It's called Sintage Part 2, and it's a Scottish oak and Oloroso cask double maturation, which is glorious. And in terms of the traditional, it's definitely the 12 years old Glenalachie.
Yeah, that's a classic, honestly.
Best whiskey in the world just now, so you can't go wrong with that.
And what would you recommend? What should we taste now?
I mean, I always ask what you're in the mood for. And I would say if you like something a bit richer, definitely try the Sintage Part 2. If you want something fresher, we have a beautiful 10 years old Spanish oak that is beautiful, a bit fresher, fruitier. Otherwise, on the smoky range, you have the sherry, the Turbo, the original, all of them are going to be a good fit.
I'm pretty familiar with those.
Yeah?
So I think I'm in the mood for something rich at the moment.
Rich?
Yeah.
Nice. Let's go for this one then. So this is the one that I was talking about. Is 2015, 9 years old, and double maturation in Oloroso and Scottish oak casks. Scottish oaks are really hard to come by because you can only get Scottish oak once the tree has fallen, meaning that it's, very rare. Obviously, we get lots of storms in Scotland, but it's a tree that brings a lot of sweetness, quite a bit of depth, and sort of like an intense sweet note. So you get quite a lot of like molasses. There's fudge. There's sort of like very different level of sweetness, but also the Oloroso gives you this intense sort of like dried fruit, spiciness, chocolate. So it creates an additional layer of complexity in it. And it's a cask strength at 58.2%.
Oh, very nice.
And it's just landed in Hungary, so it's definitely something.
It's wonderful
nice
on the nose. It's wonderful.
And for something like this, I usually recommend to add a bit of water, because it's nice on its own and it might be something that you enjoy as it is, but you never know what's hiding underneath. So a couple of drops of water can open up a completely different whiskey.
Okay, well, thank you.
Thank you. Cheers. Hello, how are you doing, guys?
Oh, that's rich.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Wow,
That's why I said,
absolutely wonderful.
couple of drops, even not that much, but you can sort of like start seeing the level of oiliness, honey, and even freshness that is typical of Glenallachie. Oxygen does a great deal of work, especially because we use a lot of Oloroso wine casks, and all of these wines, they definitely benefit from a little bit of oxidation. So that's what happens there.
Oh, it opens up so much of the water.
It does, doesn't it?
Wow. Wow, I'm definitely going to buy that one. Wow.
There you go.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Tell me about Springbank.
Yeah, so Springbank Distillery, we've been an independent distillery since 1828, so we're coming up to our 200th anniversary.
Oh, okay.
And we do all of our own production on site, so we do all our maltings on site, we kiln our malts on site, all our casks are stored there, and all the way, right the way through to bottling. Yeah, so it's a small town in Campbelltown, Scotland. Yeah, it's a whiskey region. So you know all about it.
Yeah, of course.
But I guess we're one of the largest employers in Campbelltown as well.
Oh, really?
So,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, we've got 112 employees.
Wow.
Yeah. So,
well, Springbank at this point is practically legendary, I think. And I noticed you have a wonderful bottle of Springbank from '98, if I'm correct.
Springbank vintage, yeah.
Yeah, what can you tell me about that?
Yeah, so we normally release a 25-year-old every year.
Yeah.
We don't have any 25-year-old whiskey, so lucky for everyone else that we've managed to get some older casks, and this is the vintage, until we have 25-year-olds.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, so the cask is made up of 3 first fill sherry casks and 3 refill sherry casks. So, yeah.
Yeah, I've been here earlier and I had the pleasure of tasting it.
Yeah.
Well, it's absolutely wonderful.
Great to hear.
And which one is your favorite, if you could pick one?
If I could pick one?
Yeah.
I've been drinking a lot of the Hazelburn 8-year-old, the sherry wood, which is also 100% sherry maturation. So yeah, it's going really well. It's 48.2%. So
Wow. And
so you've got two ranges there.
Yeah,
You
basically.
know, Springbank is 2.5 times distilled, and it's like
2.5 times?
2.5 times.
How do you distill something 2.5 times?
Okay, there is a very tricky explanation, but I can give an easy explanation.
Okay, let's give
which
the easy
is
one.
we double distill the whiskey. We'll keep a portion of that whiskey back, a small portion, and then we'll triple distill that portion, and we'll add it back to the double distill, which gives you 2.5 times distilled whiskey.
Okay, that's very new to me.
Yeah,
that sounds awesome.
It's quite unique. Yeah,
It's very unique.
yeah.
It's very unique. Are there any other distilleries that do this
Yeah,
kind of
I
thing?
believe Glen Scotia might do the same.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's very much a Campbelltown.
Yeah, that would have been my other question, if this is a Campbelltown thing.
Yeah, I mean, in the past, so Campbelltown used to have 30 plus distilleries. I think there's arguments, 37 maybe.
Yeah.
But Hazelburn Distillery, where we get the name for Hazelburn, our Hazelburn, they used to produce a triple distill, and they were one of the only distilleries in Scotland that used to produce triple distilled. So our Hazelburn is triple distilled as well. So yeah, in the 1997, we decided to introduce a triple distilled whiskey. Our distillery manager at the time was Mr. Frank McCarty, and he used to work at Bushmills Distillery, which is only 30 kilometres across the Irish Sea away from Campbelltown. It's not far.
Yeah.
So yeah, triple distilled whiskey, I think, is, you know, tends to go with Irish whiskey.
Yeah.
But it's really good when you get a Scotch whiskey that's triple distilled as well.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Well, I've learned a few new things today.
There you go.
I mean, this 2.5 distillation is entirely new to me.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah. Wonderful. Well, I don't want to keep you away from the event, but thank you very much for the interview. Thank you very much for the wonderful whiskeys, and if it's possible, we would like another taste of that vintage.
Absolutely, I can get you one.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Tudsz nekem mesélni egy kicsit esetleg akkor a Stauningról?
Igen, a Stauning az egy település Dánia nyugati partvidékén. Ugye onnan jött az alapötlete az alapítóknak, Hanséknek, hogy 2000 éve készítenek rostból kenyeret, magyarul jó minőségű alapanyag és egy mezőgazdasági tudás, ez megvan a whisky mögött. És hogyha Stauningból hozunk egy vonalzóval egy egyenest a térképen, akkor Skóciába lyukadunk ki. Szóval olyan hasonló a klíma, nagyon egyszerű megközelíteni hasonló szempontból a whisky készítést. A Stauningnál, ugye, mint a Nordic gasztronómiai irányzat alapvetően jellemző, hogy arra fókuszálunk, amink van. Szóval szerették volna a lesajnált rost felpesdíteni. Alapvetően kifejlesztettünk egy eljárást, a floor maltingot. Az eljárás magát azt rosszul fogalmaztam már, kifejlesztették Skóciában, viszont ezt a berendezést a mérnökök segítségével ezt létrehozták. Itt az a cél szolgálja, hogy szépen felülre diszpermettel finomítják a gabonát, és folyamatosan pörgetik és forgatják a vékonyan kiterített alapanyagot, és ennek köszönhetően a malátozás folyamata egyelően éri az alapanyagot. Töltök is közben ebből a rosviszkiből neked. Ami még izgalmas, hogy direkt tüzeléses lepárlóban készítik, kicsit megpörkölik a cefrét, kicsit megégetik, és ennek köszönhetően egy ilyen karamelles ízjegy, és egy kicsit ilyen nehezebb, komplexebb textúra, illetve szerkezet jellemző a whiskyre.
about Arran a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. So Arran, we are, we're produced on a small island just off the west coast of Scotland called the Island Arran. We've been there for 30 years now. So we're an independent company, 30 years of producing whiskey, and we are now only producing unpeated, light, floral, and quite fruity style of whiskey. So we have classic Arran expressions like the Barrel Reserve and the 10-year-old. The 10 is our classic whiskey. It represents us the best. It's really fruity, playful, easygoing, easy to get on with, very much just like Arran. We have some wine finishes which are also unpeated, something a little bit different, quite dry, again very fruity, maybe floral, playful. And we have some peated expressions from when we used to make peated spirits. Here today we have a peated sherry cask, which is very spicy, very rich. And we have peated Tokai, which is bottled especially for Hungary.
Oh, wow.
So that's very fitting for where we are at the moment. A really, really delicious dram. But we no longer produce peated spirit as we have our younger sister distillery, which is Lagg. And they've been on the island for 6 years making heavily peated whiskey.
Wow. Okay. Which one are your favorites?
So my favourite at the moment is the Signature Series number 3. It's the Duero Discovery. It's had 6 years in bourbon and 6 years in Spanish red wine.
And it's the unpeated one, right?
It's unpeated,
okay.
Yeah. So it's very reminiscent of the character that we're going for now with Arran. If you want something a little bit different, I do love the 15-year-old peated sherry. It's the casks, they were maturing in our Dunwich warehouse. They're really, really spectacular. So that's something a little bit more elevated.
Okay. Szeretnék egy Black Artot megkóstolni, illetve hogyha majd tudnál mesélni róla.
Alapvetően a lepárlóról annyit kell tudni, hogy 1881 óta működik. Lényegében volt időszak, amikor zárva volt, amikor lényegében csak megállították a gyártást, és 2002-ben vásárolta meg egy úriember, akinek az volt a célja, hogy a Classic Ladyből kiindulva visszahozza ezt a teljes márkát. Ugye egy glasgowi családról beszélgetünk, egy 3-as testvérpár kapta meg az édesapjuktól meg a lepárlót, azóta ugyanazt használják, tehát 1881 óta. A Black Art Adam Hennettnek egy szerelemgyereke, lényegében a 10.1-es kiadás, ami egy 29 éves érlelés. Mind az árpa, mind a feldolgozás és mind a hordozás az egy nagyon-nagyon rejtett titok, és ez jelen pillanatban csak ő tudja azt, hogy ez hogy készül. Ízben nagyon kellemes kis árpa és mazsola az, ami fog dominálni bennem. Egészségedre!